side to all our brothers and sisters world over in different countries, in different continents, at different places, in different time zones. Wishing you a wonderful, wonderful, happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, wherever, whatsoever time zone you are in. We are having 547th webinar today. That's on Thursday, 7th of January. And when we talk about India, it should be somewhere around 5 minutes past 5 p.m. in India. And we are taking you to a beautiful city called Chennai in Tamil Nadu because our distinguished guest this evening, Mr. C.K. Kumaravalji, he is sitting inside the car in Chennai and having a wonderful talk. And I requested him, the co-founder and the CEO, Natural Salon and Spa. By the time we start conversation with him, I requested him he should show us Tamilian coffee. We must have a look at Tamilian coffee. That is something very good. So, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of International Chamber for Service Industry, ICSI, we extend you a very warm welcome. 31 million Indians abroad. And I've got a lot of my Tamil friends over here also, right in Singapore. They are going around crisscross, doing wonderful job. I just had a lunch with one of the Srinivasanji, who did a great job. Ladies and gentlemen, our chamber, when we talk about 12 identified areas of the services sector, and when we move from there, Atmanirbhar Bharat, today is 7th. Tomorrow there is a curtain raiser conference, and day after tomorrow in India there is 16th Parvasi Bharatiya Divas, and that is going to be the convocation convention 9th of January 2021 being inaugurated by Honorable Prime Minister of India, where they are talking about Atmanirbhar Bharat, how basically the contribution has to be done. Then our chamber is organizing on 13th of January the Lohri festival. We are having Punjabi Parvasi Divas, Vibrant Punjab. 81 million Indians abroad. When you talk about in different countries, ladies and gentlemen, we are proud of them. And this year we are dedicating to educators and youth empowerment with the global wellness. This is the 27th Punjabi Parvasi Divas on 13th of January. We extend a very warm welcome for virtual deliberations to get across to the whole world. Our chamber is working on at present during this pandemic and post pandemic, basically on holistic education, where skills, competencies, technology, micro, small, and the medium enterprise, water management, agriculture, wellness, and defense personnel, those leave the armed forces, their wards, their ladies, and of course, soil entrepreneurship. Atmanirbhar Bharat, when we talk about Honorable Prime Minister of India and Education Minister, 29th of July, the new education policy, the game changer once it gets implemented. We believe Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, all of us. Wellness is a very, very important area which we have to take. We are proud of our lady Monica Bahal. She's doing wonderful job, great job as a CEO of the Wellness Sector Skill Council. And we are on a journey together now. We started on 4th of January and we all are moving ahead. Our chamber is organizing approximately 30 webinars per week, on the average 5 of them per day for different continents. We start in the morning at 9 o'clock and we finish at 9 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what is the concept of finishing school. Our chamber brought in 1994 to India. And now at present, handholding of all schools, colleges, and institutions. And this pandemic has taught that the new world order would be basic food, basic health, and basic education, what we take into consideration. Youth empowerment is very important. So that's why there's a special program every day at 12:30. Wishing you all a wonderful, happy 2021. Whatsoever human mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Let's come together this evening. We are privileged to have a very distinguished guest who is joining us. We extend him a very warm welcome, Mr. C.K. Komarwal, who is the CEO and the co-founder of India's number one salon chain, Naturals. He, along with his wife K. Veena ji, changed the face of the salon industry, which was considered to be a taboo activity in 2000, to a lifestyle industry now. Inspired by his mother, R.C. Hemalata ji, he believes in the women power and is now on a mission to create a housewife free India. His long term goal is to make Naturals the number one salon chain of the world. So, ladies and gentlemen, with these words, help me in joining Mr. C.K. Kumarwal, the co-founder and the CFO at the Naturals Salon and Spa. We extend him a very warm welcome. It's a pleasure to have you with us. I can't see your coffee with you. I was thinking your coffee, but well, you have deprived me of your virtual coffee. Maybe later. So, request you, Kumar Velji, we extend you a very warm welcome and we wish to have your valuable inputs because today the whole world needs wellness therapy, particularly after this COVID 19 when people have come out. What is your vision? How do you look at it? How do we move? What exactly should be done in the country?
Thank you, Dr. Gulshan, and you are living in heaven on earth. I call Singapore as the heaven on earth, and that's a beautiful place to live. And we all wish that one day that we should soon make India as the heaven of earth of the world, so that everyone comes. There is a larger land space, and everyone can live here. Thank you to Monica Bell, my friend, dynamic CEO of the beauty sector skill, and also a warm welcome to all the ICSI members and the friends of wellness industry who are watching this, who will be watching this from all over the world. When I becomes we, illness becomes wellness. And I think that's the starting point. The opportunity for us is how to convert illness into wellness. 2,500 years before, poet Kaniyan Pungundranar told Yadum Ure Yavaram Kelir, which our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji also spoke about it in UN conference, which means all the cities are ours, and all the people are our kith and kins. I think that is the outlook we should have a look at it, to have a global citizen's view. And this was envisaged by the poet 2,500 years ago. And that is the something which we all very pride this thing. So we are all global citizens. We may be living happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening. When Dr. Gulshan told to all the people all over the world, it means that we are maybe separated by distance. We may be separated by miles, but we are all connected by the hearts. We are all connected by the spirit of the humankind, and that's really the beauty of the industry. That's really the beauty of the human being. So thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to connect with each and every one of you. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their own dreams. As long as your hair grows, our business grows. It's a beautiful industry. Me and Veena, my wife Veena, I always used to say, my wife Veena's refusal to continue as a housewife was the beginning of the brand Naturals. Veena could have easily stayed home and glorified herself as a homemaker. She was very particular. She said, I want to, when both my kids have started going to school, there was some time available with her, which we wanted to put into use and make 60,000 rupees a month. That was the whole objective of going into the business. The first we challenge every entrepreneur faces is, what should I do? Irritation is the biggest source of energy. If you are irritated about something, look them over very carefully. There lies an opportunity. We were irritated about lack of a good quality, affordable salon. at that point of time. This is around 20 years before, in 2000. So lack of a good quality salon was the irritation we face. On one side, there was a salon in the five-star hotels which were intimidating and unaffordable. On the other end, we had the local beauty parlors and barber shops whose hygiene standards and quality standards were very poor, to say the least. We as a customer could not fit into both. So we thought there is a need for a good quality, affordable salon. That was the first thing we got. Second challenge every entrepreneur faces is, where do I find the skill? Veena is not a beautician. She is not a hairdresser. She is not a makeup artist. And my knowledge of beauty is even poor. I thought pedicure is for hand and manicure is for feet. With such poor knowledge of beauty, we hired somebody who was heading the Taj salon, and she in turn hired rest of the people, and we started doing the what you call project work. Third and the most important challenge every first generation entrepreneur faces is, where do I find the skill? Where do I find the money? I favorably call the 3 Fs, which is the friends, family, and fools. I collected the money from these 3 Fs, put them together, and started this salon with the hope that Veena is going to become self-employed and we are going to make 60,000 rupees a month. I was half right. Veena became self-employed. In life and business, first 3 years are very difficult, and the next 3 years are difficult. First year, I made a business of 20 lakh and made a loss of 10 lakh. Second year, I made a business of 30 lakh and made a loss of 5 lakh. Third year, I made a business of 40 lakh and made a loss of 2 lakh. All my friends and well-wishers told, no, 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 you are not lucky. You don't have a B positive blood group. You will not be successful. All those things they told. I said, I defined luck very differently. LUCK, laboring under correct knowledge. If you labor under correct knowledge, invariably you will be successful. And that's exactly what happened in the third year. I started making that first 50,000 rupees. Soon I opened the second salon and I made the 1 lakh, and then I made 1.5 lakh, and then the 2 lakh. After 2 lakh, money lost its charm. There is no legal way to spend more than 2 lakhs in India. I then scaled up the business. My role model is Anita Roddick of Body Shop International. Our entire business is modeled on her. And that is when I saw the power of the women. That is where I saw the power of the structure and process. That is where I saw that individuals, people don't scale, only the system scale. How systems and process are very required to scale up a business. These are something we learned from her and adopted to the Indian condition, and looked at the beauty and the industry market very differently. I wanted to share 2 anecdotes which is very important to me. First one happened when I opened my 8th salon in Coimbatore, and I partnered with my friend in Coimbatore. I used to go every month and spend 2 to 3 days to ensure the salon is set. One day he introduced me to a family who used to spend every month 5,000 rupees, and that's a big money. And I said, thank you very much for your patronage. And the woman told, I am from a town called Karur, and every month I come to Coimbatore only for naturals. I travel 3 hours up, 3 hours down. Why not I open a salon in Karur? I told, ma'am, I will do a market survey and see whether Karur is ready before I open. She said, before I could do a market survey, she identified a place. She called me over and she said, hey, I've already identified a place. Come and see that. I went to Karur. I saw the place. I liked the place. And then she invited me to her house. As I walked into her house, I saw a BMW on the left-hand side, a Mercedes-Benz on the right-hand side, and few more small cars. I told myself, why is this lady wanting to open a natural salon? I went inside, met her husband, 2 sons and 2 daughter-in-laws. And I felt very happy. I said, okay, anyway, chalo, 30 lakh loss also will not affect this family. Let us open. I opened the salon. 1 year later, she called me and she said, thank you. I said, for what, ma'am? She said, this month I have made 50,000 rupees profit. I said, good, ma'am, you can make up to 2 lakhs. Good for you. She said, sir, I don't have money problem. At any given point of time, my house will have 10 lakhs in cash, jewelry and document extra. But for any money I spend, I need to give accounts to my husband and to my 2 sons. This is my money. I can spend the way in which I want. I said, you have made my day. The best fashion statement you can make is standing on your own legs. It is that power of women. It is that power of dream. It is that power of talent. It is that power of potential which we want to focus and then take it forward. And that is what is Naturals very special. Today we have got 450 financially independent women entrepreneurs, 700 salons, 10,000 plus jobs we have created in the last 10 years. We are number one salon chain in the country, a very strong southern brand. All the southern state we are number one, and we want to make it the national brand, and then we want to make it international. And that's where we are at this point of time. And then as we speak, I will talk more.
That's great, remarkable. Our deepest and heartiest congratulations for such a wonderful work. 450 women empowerment, 700 saloons, and 10,000 people being given a self kind of an employment and everything and that part. And you want to take it now international. Okay. Now, give an example for younger generation, a message to the younger generation, particularly our youth, what two three qualities they should possess, that they look towards you, that sir, these are the two three qualities which you told us we are going to adopt, and we are working in the direction of making India Atmanirbhar Bharat.
I have a very simple but a powerful formula to share. If you want to be successful in life and business, you should all do PhD. I am not talking about an academic PhD. I'm talking about a life PhD. P
Okay.
stands for passion, H stands for hunger, and D stands for discipline. Passion, P. Whatever you are doing, do it passionately. Your involvement makes you important. It is not what job are you doing. It is how you are doing the job which is very important. If an individual is to be called a street sweeper, he or she should sweep the street so well, as if Michelangelo has painted, or Beethoven has composed music, or Shakespeare has written poetry. Everybody walking the road should stop and say, "Here lives a great street sweeper." That is the kind of involvement you should bring in. That is why when you enter into any of the what do you call a startup company, you will see a lot of energy level is there, enthusiasm is there. Looking at the founder and the co-founder, energy and enthusiasm only, the team will be formed. They will do the work of the managing director. They will do the office boy work. They will do the salesman work. They will do the finance man work. And that's how they give the energy to that. And that kind of passion you should bring. I want to show and again share one anecdote. I recently, 6 months before, I went to one of my salon, or a year before I went, before Corona this was. I went to one of my salon. I wanted to have a quick shave to attend a meeting. And I walked into the salon. The receptionist did not recognize me. I felt very sad and very happy. Because sad because they did not recognize, happy because I became so big. And I went in, the first person also did not recognize me. This time I became more sad. And I walked in, the second person, luckily he recognized me. Sir, come and sit. But I was still not sure whether he is treating me as a customer or a CK Kumarevil. And I sat in and he said, "Are you CK Kumarevil?" I said, "Thank God." And he said, "Yes, yes." And he said, "I wanted to come and thank you." I asked him, "For what?" He said, "I am in this industry for the past 14 years, 4 years in some other salon and 10 years in Naturals. Before you had come, this industry, I was called a hairdresser. I was called a barber and a hairdresser. Today, I am called a hairstylist and a hair director, style director. The way in which I have started looking at me has changed. The way in which my family looks at me has changed. The way in which the society looks at me has changed. For that, I wanted to come and thank you," he said. I said, unknowingly, that is when I realized I have took a taboo industry and made it into a lifestyle industry. And that is I realized that's the biggest contribution I have made. So the point is, whatever you are doing, you should do passionately. That is the passion which can make the difference. When I talk about passion, I want to talk about my friend Auto Annadurai. In Chennai, there are 50,000 auto drivers, but Auto Annadurai is my friend. You know why? When you get into his auto, he will say Aditi Devo Bhava. That means guest is God. And then if you get into that, there will be a spotlessly clean auto. Then there will be a Tamil magazine, English magazine, Tamil daily, English daily, hot water, cold water, coffee, tea, juice. Then there will be a charging station. Then there will be a Wi-Fi station. There will be a television. And then there will be umbrella also. If it is raining, he will give you an umbrella. You can return it the next time. half an hour journey in auto, unauthorized auto, you will feel you are transported to some other place. That is how much passion he has brought into the auto driving. He is not one more auto driver. He is a passionate driver. And that's what he has brought in there. NDTV came out with an article about 10 minutes of him and Capsule put it there. He became very popular. Today he's a trainer for Reliance. He's a trainer for Naturals. He's a TED speaker. And that's how much auto unauthorized has reached at this point of time. It is not what work you are doing. It is how you are doing, what passion you are bringing to the table. And that is the first thing. Second, when lot of people hunger, passion will get you started. It is the hunger which will make you sustain. You should have hunger to sustain the business. And that is very, very important. And when I talk about hunger, lot of people start business, they see immediate failure, they get setback. No, 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 business won't come to us. We don't have B positive blood group. They go for a job. Or few people become little successful. They get into the EMI trap. They buy one flat, they buy one car, and after that give 10 people job, and they are very happy about it. No, 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 no. You should have hunger. When I talk about hunger, I want to talk about Sachin Tendulkar. Why he became the greatest batsman of the world. Every day morning he will go for practice. He will practice 300 balls. His objective is he has to improve one stroke every day. If he is not improving in one stroke, he will again come in the evening and play another 300 balls. His day will never end without improving one stroke. That is called hunger. That much hunger you should have if you want to achieve anything great in life. And then I want to talk about an anecdote which happened. Socrates, one guy went to Socrates, the greatest Greek philosopher, and told him, "Hey, Socrates, I was told you are the most knowledgeable person in this world. Why not you give me some knowledge?" And Socrates asked, "Hey, what do you want?" He said, "I want some knowledge." And he took him by the hand, took him to the corner of the street. There was one small pond there, and took him by the hair and dipped him to the pond and kept him for 20 seconds. And after him pulled him up, and he said, "What do you want?" He said, "I want knowledge, I want," he said. Again, he dipped him inside, and this time he kept for 30 seconds, and he pushed him up, and this time he asked, "What do you want?" And that boy said, without as he's pulling, he said, "Air," he said. And Socrates told, "If your quest is as much as you want air now, knowledge will come searching for you." You should have that kind of hunger if you really want to achieve great things in life. Last one is called D. D stands for discipline. When we heard the word discipline only, we became very unhappy. In our younger days, our teacher and parents told discipline, discipline, discipline. We started hating discipline. We think discipline takes away the freedom. Actually, discipline gives you the freedom. In Singapore, you will be realizing how much Singapore is given you the freedom of time. Everything is so well organized. Your life is so predictable, and that's what discipline can give you. Discipline is a track to run on. Today, train is the most energy efficient mode of transportation in this world because it runs on a track. Then that's what is discipline. When I talk about discipline, I need to talk about my brother CK Ranganathan. Today he runs a company called Kevin Care, which is a 4,000 crore plus company. And when he started off in younger years, when he was in school, he was not in the top 5 of the students. Actually, he is in the bottom 5. When he joined the college, again he was not in the top 5 of the students. He was again in the bottom 5 of the students. And when he again, but after the college, he structured his business based on the platform called discipline. There is a personal discipline, there is a financial discipline, there is a professional discipline, and the time discipline. When he gives an appointment that he is meeting you by 10 o'clock, he will be ready by 9:55. His word is a commitment. Based on that discipline, he layered the other skill, and that is where he has reached this kind of level. Imagine you are getting into a car, and the car has got a what do you call accelerator pedal. Then there is a brake pedal is there. There is a gear shift is there. One engine is there in the front, and then one fuel tank is there. Petrol is also there. Only one thing is missing in the car. There is no steering wheel. A car without a steering wheel will not take you from point A to point B. So is a life without a discipline. It will not take you from point B to point B. So if you want to be successful in life, youngsters, learn what to do PhD. P stands for passion, H stands for hunger, and D stands for discipline. Put them together, you can reach great heights.
Wow, that's great. Remarkable, remarkable, remarkable. That's
Thank
lovely. Great, great
thank
inspiration
you.
for the entire younger generation. We are proud of you, and we wish and we pray to Almighty that the 700 saloons should get multiplied to 7,000. The 10,000 people jobs those have got, we should add two more zero, 1 lakh people, and 450 women which you have got as an empower, add one more zero, and that should be the growth, and that is the way we should work out. And we pray to Almighty for all wonderful days. Pleasure to talk to you, CK Kumaravel and we pray to Almighty for all the wonderful good days for you ahead. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you
being.
so much. Absolute pleasure.
Thank you. And
Absolute pleasure, Dr.
you deserve a coffee now.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. It's an absolute pleasure and honor talking to you and through you to so many people.
Thank you.
So many people have inspired me and taken me where I am. It's my job to share my knowledge and my experience to the people. Through that, I can say thank you to all the people who blessed me, and
Thank you.
that's what I do. Thank you so much for the wonderful opportunity. Thank
Thank
you to the Monica Bell, my friend, and thank you to the ICSI and my friends from all over the world. Together, let us build a beautiful world.
Wonderful. Thank you. And from right, all my Tamilian friends from Mustafa Market,